Now what we're going to do is talk about the heart and the soul. I am suggesting to you that teams are the most effective way to get a job done. I'm going to go back and I'm going to say that your generation is the best at working in teams. I'm suggesting to you, in order to be the best team, we have to start now giving our heart. And that means when I say to you, what can I do to make your job better today? You got to give back to me what you're really thinking. That's much easier for you than it is for previous generations. How do you have that honest interaction? I believe that you have to start, right, assuming that you're the one that has to change. Now, I tell this to everybody I talk to. I tell it to traditionalists, I tell it to bosses, I tell it to middle managers, and I tell it to employees, right? Assume that you're the one that's got to change. Now, maybe it's not you that's got to change. But if you go into work and say, you're stupid and you're doing it wrong and you should change because I know how to do it, they're going to say, hit the road, Jack, right? But if you go in and say, you know, I think we could be more effective, right, if we had a gathering of all the people that we work with and told them our position. So I'm encouraging you to ask these questions of the people in the driver's seat and see what impact that has on your reality at work. What's your vision? Right? And there's going to be a vision. Someone is going to have a vision at Staples. They're just a manager. They're just a grunt like you are, right, working there. But they have a vision of what they think they want to do with their Staples store in downtown Fort William, which is in Thunder Bay, right? Just the same as Jack has a vision of his organization, right? I have a vision for LJS. Sometimes it gets clouded, and I'm more apt to stay on track with that if you say to me, what's your vision? And I say, oh, a little off course today, right? And so the difference that we can create in moving change is by that engagement process. And you will ask those questions and have those interactions differently depending on the generation that your boss comes from or the driver comes from and their personality type. You got to start with, I think we could be better if we address this issue. Here's how I feel about it. Not how you do it wrong, but how I feel about it. You're moving from the operational to the heart. The difference between heart and soul. So if you want to be on the winning team, what I argue is that you have to move that team. But you can't move it because you're not the boss, the partner, the business owner, the manager. So how do you create the change?